You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
Hi, I'm Maria Varmazes, and I'm the host of T-Minus, the only daily podcast for the space industry. Every weekday, I'll be covering the latest news in space technology, business, and governance by talking with the people who are forging the path in this new space era. If you're a space professional looking to separate the signal from the noise and stay current on what's happening, this show is for you. Join me every day for T-Minus, the daily space industry podcast. Listen on all major podcast platforms or visit space.n2k.com. That's space.n2k.com.
Welcome to the CyberWire's Word Notes podcast, brought to you by University of Fairfax, online degree programs in cybersecurity for working adults.
The word is hunt forward operations. Spelled hunt as in to pursue, forward as in ahead, and operations as in organized campaigns. Definition: defensive cyber operations carried out by U.S. Cyber Command's Cyber National Mission Force, CNMF, at the request of allied nations. Example sentence: the hunt forward operation allowed Cyber Command's analysts to discover Russian malware on the allied government's network. Origin and context. Since 2018, Cyber Command has conducted more than 24 hunt forward operations, or HFOs, in which the host country receives U.S. assistance to help defend its networks, while Cyber Command can gather information on adversary activities and share this intelligence with other U.S. government agencies and the private sector. Cyber Command said in a press release, while abroad, CNMF operators sit side by side with partners and hunt for vulnerabilities, malware, and adversary presence on the host nation's networks. U.S. Cybercom shares insights from the HFO with the host nation, other government agencies like the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, and the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, as well as private industry. These operations generate return on investment for the public because they bolster homeland and network defense while exposing adversary tactics, techniques, and procedures before they can be used against the United States. Nerd reference. In 2022, General Paul Nakasone, commander of the U.S. Cyber Command, director of the National Security Agency, and chief of the Central Security Service, gave the keynote speech at the Vanderbilt Summit, where he talked about the benefit of hunt-forward operations.
As we take a look at it from the perspective of the U.S. Cyber Command and the National Security Agency, we look at the area of being able to contribute in a continuum of action as being one that rests on two different ideas. First of all, this idea that came out in the 2018 Department of Defense strategy, defend forward. How do we as a force operating outside the United States be able to be an active as opposed to a passive approach to our adversaries? Being able to identify malicious behavior, being able to share information with our partners, being able to take action when necessary. The other piece that I would tell you is this idea of persistent engagement at U.S. Cyber Command. What is persistent engagement? The idea that we're both going to enable and act. Enable our partners with information, sharing of tradecraft, and act when authorized. Defensively, offensively, informationally. What does that do? It provides, first of all, a security for our nation in cyberspace. It provides an inoculation of these threats. And it provides a partnership with a nation that has asked us for assistance.
Word Notes is written by Tim Nodar, executive produced by Peter Kilpie, and edited by John Petrick and me, Rick Howard. The mix, sound design, and original music have all been crafted by the ridiculously talented Elliot Peltzman. Thanks for listening.
This CyberWire Word Notes podcast is made possible by University of Fairfax. The University of Fairfax was established in 2002 in response to the events of 9/11 and in support of federal efforts to increase the nation's cybersecurity by providing high-quality online degree programs for adult learners. The University of Fairfax has dedicated an entire institution to degree and certificate programs in pursuit of excellence in cybersecurity. Alumni currently serve as cybersecurity professionals, senior corporate executives, and policymakers. Hi, everybody. Dave Bittner here. Our friends at N2K just launched T-, the only daily space podcast. Here's what you can expect from that show. Stay tuned for T-, ready to launch.
We are in a new space era. Advances in engineering and manufacturing have given us access to the heavens in ways that seemed almost unthinkable not that long ago. Private and public sector cooperation in the space industry is leading to innovation that sometimes feels like it's right out of a page of science fiction. But these achievements in space are real, and they're bringing incredible advances in defense, communications, infrastructure, engineering, and science to all of us right here on Earth. And they're happening fast. Join me. I'm Maria Varmazes, and I'm the host of T-, the daily space podcast for the space industry. Every day, you'll get the news and analysis you need to stay current on what's happening in space technology, business, and governance. To do that, I'll be talking with the people who are forging the path in this new space era, from industry leaders, technology experts and pioneers, to educators, policymakers, research organizations, and more. If you're a space professional looking to separate the signal from the noise and stay current on what's happening, this show is for you. Join me every day for T-, the daily space industry podcast. T-. Available on all major podcast platforms.